Enough walking for today. We set up camp here. In case you boneheads have forgotten, the world is broken. Very broken. The dead walk the earth, and what remains of civilization is at the mercy of forces we barely understand.
What makes you think we're gonna find something different at this new place?
I don't know that we will, but at least we'll be sure.
Sure of what, exactly?
I don't know.
His memory's going again.
Your name is Russman. Russman!
That my first or last name?
We don't know. You're just Russman. Yeah, anyway, you're a former operative from Broken Arrow. You've been walking the Earth since the, incident.
Yeah. I think I remember. The town.
That's right!
That's where you found us!
When we met, you already had your lapdog in tow.
What do you mean, lapdog, huh? I'm the only one who knows what to do!
Don't talk stupid, Stu. All you know is whatever the German tells you to think.
I don't think you're in any position to ridicule Mr. Stuhlinger, particularly given your own proclivities.
You better watch your mouth before you say something you regret, boy.
Enough! We need to remember why we're here. We've all been jumping through hoops for reasons we don't fully understand.
Fully understand?
All right, for reasons we don't understand at all. Point is, we do it. We keep moving, we keep fighting. It's what we do, day in, day out. If you really need a reason why we do this, I'll give you one. We do it because doing something, anything, is better than doing nothing.
The rift is less than one day's travel. We move at dawn.
What if we don't find answers?
Then we'll just have to ask more questions.
Before I start this, I'd just like to mention there is a comic book strip along with this if you play in multiplayer. If you play solo, you'll see this cut screen. But other than that, I will do a breakdown later of that comic book strip. But for now, let's get to the interesting stuff. So right from the get-go, we got mysterious things going on. It's nighttime, you got floating rocks, probably from the moon incident and all the occurrences causing the Earth to basically fall apart. You got pyramids in the background, probably referencing Egypt, and I'm going to definitely assume that it is Egypt, like 100%, just because when you're selecting this map, it actually goes to Africa. So this map is definitely in Africa, so this is definitely Egypt, what you're seeing right here on the screen. So here in a second you'll see that they're traveling past Egypt and they're going to somewhere else off in the distance.
Enough walking for today. We set up camp here.
So it's pretty clear what's going on here. Russman and the other characters, all the new characters, are traveling around together, and clearly they just went through Egypt. They're just traveling around, trying to keep surviving, and wherever they're at now, that is where they're going to stop up and camp for the night.
In case you boneheads have forgotten, the world is broken. Very broken. The dead walk the earth, and what remains of civilization is at the mercy of forces we barely understand.
Yet again, it's pretty obvious. Russman is just explaining things that have been happening already, and then he reiterates the fact that they do not understand the controlling forces that are causing what is happening.
What makes you think we're gonna find something different at this new place?
From what Misty says right there, that could possibly be hinting at Russman wanting to find a certain something somewhere in the area. He just doesn't know where it's at. Now that could be a long shot. I'm just saying that just so you guys know exactly what's on my mind. Now, another possibility is that maybe it's just referencing to the Easter eggs. You know, we play as the playable characters, clearly, and we go around finding things in each map, Easter eggs, doing all these obstacles, and, you know, basically jumping through hoops and, you know, getting these Easter eggs done, especially the main Easter eggs, which you get an achievement for. Could just be a reference to that, or maybe it's something bigger, maybe even referencing something they will find in Buried.
I don't know that we will, but at least we'll be sure.
Sure of what, exactly?
I don't know.
Russman's memory is faulty, and it will be verified to you just in a moment when Marlton speaks after I do. He'll say a quote that pretty much just, verifies that, as I said. But this part of the cutscene just really raises questions more than anything, and the number one question in my mind is, we don't really know what we're searching for in this cutscene, but we are clearly looking for something, whether it be some sort of artifact, whether it be some sort of knowledge, whether it be just some sort of obstacle course that we got to go through to get stuff for, Richtofen, Maxis, etc., as we have been doing.
His memory's going again.
Your name is Russman. Russman!
That my first or last name?
We don't know. You're just Russman.
So there you have it on a silver platter. He is definitely having faulty memory in this cutscene, and that can mean really one of two things. He is either losing his memory or he has really bad memory, and it's just been like that all the time. What I think is that he has been losing his memory over time, and maybe he has Alzheimer's, maybe it's symptoms from, being around zombies. It could be a multitude of things, but let's get on with the breakdown.
Yeah, anyway, you're a former operative from Broken Arrow. You've been walking the Earth since the, incident.
Very, very interesting. Russman actually was a part of an organization called the Broken Arrow. Now, what is the Broken Arrow? I have no idea. I did look for it, and I didn't find diddly squat, but I'm sure there is something in the buried map, maybe quote-wise, one of the characters may say something about it, and there may be some more information hidden somewhere in the buried map, which I will be digging hardcore inside this map for Easter eggs all this week. So if you guys want updates on that, just let me know in the comments, and I will specifically look for Broken Arrow information if you want me to. So just be sure to leave a comment if you want me to do so.
Yeah. I think I remember. The town.
That's right!
That's where you found us!
Nothing really too important here, but apparently they did meet at the transit bus station. I say transit because of the bus, and behind that you got blue lights wrapping on a building, so I'm pretty sure they all met as a whole entire group together at the transit bus station. Like I said, not really relevant to anything important, but, they're just recalling Russman's memories and trying to jog his memory a little bit on what's happening and who they are and, etc., etc.
When we met, you already had your lapdog in tow.
What do you mean, lapdog, huh? I'm the only one who knows what to do!
Don't talk stupid, Stu. All you know is whatever the German tells you to think.
Definitely a reference to Richtofen, as you can tell from the last cutscene. If you haven't seen it, I will have a link at the end of the video, but in the Die Rise cutscene, he talks to his, German voice in his head out loud, and then Russman's like, stop talking to your imaginary friends, Stu. So, even then we knew that the other characters knew that he was obsessing about some sort of voice in his head, which we know is Richtofen.
I don't think you're in any position to ridicule Mr. Stuhlinger, particularly given your own proclivities.
You better watch your mouth before you say something you regret, boy.
Enough! We need to remember why we're here. We've all been jumping through hoops for reasons we don't fully understand.
Other than a reference to the Easter eggs we've been completing, jumping through hoops and going through these obstacles and doing these tasks for Richtofen and Maxis to get these achievements for these Easter eggs. Now, what I'm saying here is that there's really no important information besides that reference to the Easter eggs we've been completing. So, why am I talking? I have no idea. Let's get back to it.
Fully understand?
Alright, for reasons we don't understand at all. Point is, we do it. We keep moving, we keep fighting. It's what we do, day in, day out. If you really need a reason why we do this, I'll give you one. We do it because doing something, anything, is better than doing nothing.
Misty, being the badass that she is just kind of motivating the group again, saying, hey, we need to keep pressing on. We need to keep killing zombies and surviving, which is really of no importance to why I'm making this breakdown at all. So let's get back into it.
The rift is less than one day's travel. We move at dawn.
What if we don't find answers?
Then we'll just have to ask more questions.
Alright, so they talk about traveling to the rift. It's going to be 1 day's travel, and that's probably what is going on in Buried, and I pretty much guarantee that to you. But what exactly is the rift? Now, I'm assuming what is going on here from this screenshot, that the rift is exactly what you're seeing. It's that giant hole, that hellish-looking hole, which if you're, spawning in Buried, and you look at that hole next to the spawn, that giant one, that huge gaping hole next to the map, I am almost positive that is what they're talking about, is the rift. Now, back in the Die Rise cutscene, they mentioned, hey, we need to mend the rift, and if you don't remember that, I have a link on the screen so you can go check that out. Come back to this if you want to. Completely optional, obviously, but they mentioned that we need to mend the rift. Mend the rift, meaning we need to fix the rift. So what is ever here, maybe this hole, maybe we need to fix this hole, whatever, maybe the rift is something else, maybe we need to, bridge some sort of gap. I'm not exactly sure on what the rift is, pinpoint for sure, but let me know what you guys think about the rift. What do you think it means? What do you think it is? Let me know about several other things throughout this video if you want. Let me know if you think I did a good job. I'd appreciate it. Wink, wink. If you're still watching this video, you'd probably be interested in more videos just like this, which I have a playlist on the top of the screen. You can click that link where it says video playlist for Buried. Click that, it will bring you to a full playlist of Buried videos, and you can watch all the videos I've put out so far. But if you want to get videos as they come out, as I put them out, click the yellow subscribe button down below. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time.